Okay, let's connect. Okay na.
Okay. Hello, mic test. Test mic. Narinig niyo ako? Napapanood niyo pala yung mga videos online? Yung mga videos na ina-upload, are you able to watch it at home? Okay, di ba? Cool. Diba? At least kahit na hindi ka na makapag-meet sa group mo, di ba? Late kasi lagi. Ikaw na lang. Right. Pwede tayo mag-resume? Okay. So, we could resume now. As usual, another reminder, tulad ng sabi ko, Moshing, you don't think about winning or losing. You think about following the rules. Huwag ka na-excite sa how much possible na pwede mong kitain. You must always be focused on the process. Hello? Mahina ba? Malakas? Mahina? Malakas ako? Hello? Yan. So, anyway, knock. Yes. You don't think about winning or losing. You think about following the rules. Whenever you set trade, you forget it. You just have to commit to that trade. Why do I always say you have to follow the rules? Because in the society that we have, most people always focuses on the results. Which is, in what we do, we don't focus on the results, but we focus on following the rules. Kasi pag lagi ka naka-focus sa results, mawawala yung motion mo. Okay? People in life will always disappoint you. Correct? Na-experience na ba yung na-disappoint ka sa isang person? Or somebody broke your promise? Diba? Or na-disappoint ka sa kanya kasi you're expecting more, something better. Correct? Meron naman na-experience ang ganon? May sinabi mahal ka tapos bigla hindi pala. Kaya sabi best friend mo tapos meron palang best friend na iba. O kaya sabi walang iwanan until the end. Diba? Tapos hindi pala. Actually, hindi naman it's not the person's fault. Alam niyo ba yon? It is your fault. It's because you were conditioned by the society or your parents or your colleagues to expect from people. Diba? Kaya na-offend ka kapag mayroong mga persons that disappoints you or breaks their promise. Actually, nobody has ever disappointed you. Nobody has ever hurt you. Alam niyo ba yon? Nobody has ever offended you in any way. Kaso lang because you're always focused on the results, you tend to cling to those attachments. You tend to cling to the results. And pag hindi mo nakuha yung results na gusto mo, you get depressed. Like yung sinasabi, for example, sa mga talks ko sa Project Pilipinas, like niya sa Facebook, meron ako non-profit organization that deals with people. Help them, become better persons. Kaya kapapansin pa, kung magsasalita ako, parang dami natutunan. Like yung sinasabi na sa society natin, a lot of us already achieve a lot of progress. Diba? Nagbago ng society, marami ng tao matatalino, maraming tao, dumaming pera, dumaming buildings, may dumaming ari-arian nila, dumami yung mga material things, di ba? Sobrang galing na nga ng humanity. We could even put people in the moon, di ba? Or build spaceships, or build fast cars, or airplanes. Nasosolve natin almost any kind of problem financially, Nasosolve natin mga problems when it comes to building bridges. Dati wala namang bridge, di ba? Or dati walang daan. Di ba? Lubak-lubak, pero ngayon, gaganda ng mga daan. Diba? Nag-evolve yung humanity. Nagkaroon ng progress. But still, hindi nag-change. Alam niyo ba yon? Ang daming taong matatalino, ang daming scientists na matatalino, but still, hindi nila ma-solve ang human depression. Hindi nila ma-solve bakit ang mga tao nalo-lonely. Bakit nagiging unhappy, even if ang daming material na bagay. Hindi nila ma-solve bakit ang mga tao nadidepress. Hindi nila ma-solve bakit ang tao nagagalit pa din sa dami-dami na ang matatalinong tao sa mundo. Hindi rin ma-solve ba't ang tao nagagalit o ba't ang tao nag-aaway. Gets nyo? 100 years ago, pareho pa rin ang problems nila. Same people na maraming pera, still depressed, still gets angry, irritated, still wala pa rin control. And eventually, hindi pa rin nila nababago. Outside lang yung nagbago pero within, they're still the same people. Gets nyo? Iba kaya marami ka namimit na kayo na persons na they have a lot of money, before wala sila, pero still, pareho pa rin sila. Parang kayo dati akala nyo nung bata kayo, siguro pagdating ko ng 25 or 30, mag-iiba ako. Katulad siguro ng may ibang kilala. Then, nung 25 ka na, parang pareho pa rin, ha? Diba? Nung bata ka, nagmamadali kang mag-mature, diba? In-expect mo, baka maging katulad ko sila, yung mga nakikita ko. Tapos, yung pareho pa rin pala. Wala pa rin nagbabago. Diba? Dumami lang pera mo siguro, damit, friends, pero still, you're still the same. Because hindi tayo tinuturuan ng society how to cultivate what is within. Yung motion. Kinukultivate lagi natin nasa labas. Intellectual, achievements sa school, money, di ba? Pero wala nagtuturo sa atin paano control emotions. Hanggang ngayon, pag kinakap ka sa traffic, naiinis ka pa rin. Ba't ganun? Kasi pag dumadami lalo yung power mo, lalo ka naiinis. Di ba? Because nagmamagnify yung power mo, nagmamagnify yung money mo. So, nawawala yung motion ng mga tao. Di ba? Kaya nga dito sa trading, every time you look at the chart, like kang natututo. It's because whenever you look at the chart, every time you trade, it's a reflection of who you are. Kapag impatient ka sa buhay, it would reflect sa charts mo. Pindot ka na lang ng pindot. Impatient ka talaga. Diba? Kapag wala kang proper budgeting sa money mo, it would reflect sa money management mo. Kiniklik mo lagi yung volume na matataas. O kaya, mag-open ka ng sobrang liit na account. Tapos gusto mong palakihin with the big lot size. O kaya, halimbawa, wala kang discipline sa health mo. Mapapansin mo, nagre-reflect din sa chart, wala kang discipline sa pag-take ng trades. Nagets nyo? It's a reflection of who you are. So, kaya ko lagi nire-remind yung motion. Mga tips. Wait for valid setups. Only trade in the overall direction. Di okay lang yan, ha? May video naman eh. Recorded. Saka mas mabilis na yung upload. Bukas uploaded na to. Oo, di ba? Makinig na lang kayo sa akin. Hindi kasi yung naging busy yung yung nag-edit. Sabi ko may naisip ako mas magandang gawin. Wait for valid setups. Only trade in the overall direction. Ayun yung unang tip. Why? It's because kapag nakikita mo naman it's a buy zone, di ba? Magse-sell ka pa ba? No, because it's a buy zone. If you're seeing a sell zone, sell area, are you going to take buy? No. Next. Only trade as many pairs as you can. Comfortably keep tabs on one pair. Make sure na mag-trade ka lang at least one pair at a time. Okay? Wag masyadong mag-experiment ng sobrang daming pairs. May nagte-trade bang more than 10? Wag naman. Diba? Lalo ka malilito. Just like having 10 girlfriends. Malilito ka na. Diba? Yung friend ko maraming girlfriend eh. Sabi sa nalilito daw siya. Di ako yun ha. Defensive. Anyway, next. You will get days with no trades. It's vital to sit on the sidelines at these times. Have you experienced na ang tagal mo naghihintay tapos wala kang makitang violent breakout? It's okay. Ganun talaga sa buhay. Minsan, tagal mo nag-aabang taxi, wala pa din. Diba? It happens. Diba? Pag gano'n, just have to let go. Diba? Mag-jeep ka na lang. Punta ka sa ibang location na mas maganda. Diba? O mag-change ka ng pair. Or pabayaan mo na lang. Next. I recommend just focusing on one setup. What do I mean by focusing on one setup? Yung una yung natutunan is yung DC, violent breakout, virgin bounce. Always focus on that. Kapag halimbawa, nalilito ka na, ang dami namin lessons, nalito ako, you can always go back to the basic foundations. Which is, you will look for a DC with a violent breakout and wait for price to go back to that area. And of course, execute your trade. Nasubukan nyo na ba i-test yun? Diba, 100% of the time, it will hit your trade, correct? If you focus on that. Remember, you're simply buying the dips or selling the rallies using my setup as an entry method. Diba? On day trading psychology, remember, you won't make consistent profit without a clear trade plan. Dapat everyday you have a trade plan. Madali naman trade plan natin. Diba? Meron ka ng checklist. You just have to follow that. The system doesn't have to be right every time. Just like in life, you don't have to be right every time. There are times it's better to be kind than to be right, correct? Sino ba dito mahilig makipag-debate? Gusto lagi tama, meron ba? Oo, nahiya. Ako may ganun ako habit, lalo sa business ako, na ako lagi tama. Diba? Everything else, diba, mali. Kasi naman ako sa father ko, diba? Di ba sa family, yung parents lagi tama? Hindi ka pwede kumontra. Eh sa trading, hindi pwede ganun. Dahil hindi naman ikaw may-ari ng charts. So the system doesn't have to be right every time. You just have to accept ganun talaga. You don't have to be trading all the time too. What if busy ka naman na person? So hindi ka makapag-spend ng time enough sa charts. So I suggest you go to H4 or D1. Or if you have enough time, you could go to M5, M15, or M30. There are multiple entries in that time frames. Don't fear losses. Kanina, napapansin ko sa inyo, pag nakakita kayo ng mga trades examples ko dito na talo, yung mga po gumaganyan mukha. Sabi nga sa inyo, in trading, lahat na natutunan nyo sa labas sa school, kasi sa school, kinondisyon ka na maging winner, na maging number 1. Lalo na pag nag-college ka, katulad ko sa isang school na exclusive or may pangalan. Pag freshman ka, kino-condition ka nila na number 1 school nyo, di ba? In all the rest school, wala, di ba? Tapos napapaisip ako, ba't kami pinag-aaway? Kaya gets nyo? Di ba? You have to be number 1 all the time kasi kung hindi ka daw number 1, loser ka. Eh dito naman sa trading, ang pinaka-importante lang is for you to make money. Correct? You don't care kahit number 1 ka, number 2, number 10. Basta I keep on making money, ganoon lang naman yun eh. So you don't have to fear losses. It's part of the game. It's an odds game. If nakapag-backtest na kayo, napansin nyo naman siguro, there are times na may talo, correct? But mas maraming times na yung gain nyo sobrang dami compared sa talo, correct? Kaya nga it's okay kahit matalo lang kasi alam mo, the next trade could give you a 1:5 or 1:3. Or 6 risk-reward ratio, di ba? It will totally obliterate kung ano may talo mo, nababayaran siya. Next, don't overcomplicate if it's just to avoid losing trades. Meron kasing mga traders madalas, because napakalaki na internet, di ba? Kung ano-ano indicator nilalagay nila sa charts. Di ba? It's normal, lalo na pag newbie trader ka, you get fascinated sa mga colorful charts na may mga indicators na nakita sa ibang traders, or sa internet o sa other websites. It's okay if alam niyo siyang gamitin. But as I've said ng mga past classes natin, the best indicator is what? Price. Every single indicator out there na nakikita nyo, everything is computed based on price. Diba? Doon pa rin nila kinukuha yung data nila doon sa price na nakikita yung sa charts. So, if you wanna keep things simple, you just have to use the DC. Next, a successful trading a successful trading ethos. Always trade using support and resistance DCs. Always trade with the confluence of factors like yung checklist na ginagamit natin. Not because may nakita, uy, violent breakout na to, take ko na to trade, di ba? Hindi ganun. Kailangan pa rin tignan yung ibang factors. Ilan ba yung risk-to-reward ratio niya? Paano ba yung arrival niya dun sa area? Okay ba siya? Di ba? Pang ilang retracements na ba to? 1, 2, or 3? Next, keep risk very small. 1% of account balance. Okay, dito madalas maraming pumapalya na traders. Example, if you have a $100 account, ano 1% ng $1? Ay. Ano 1% ng ano? Ng $100? 1. Diba? $1. So, kung nagte-trade ka with a $100 account, i-risk mo lang yung mga $1, which means na magte-take ka ng mga trades na yung mga stop loss niya, mga 10 pips, ganun. Kasi 10 pips lang, 0.01 cents is around $1, correct? So, kung gusto mo ng actually pwede ka na makapag-trade 1% up to 5% na nire-risk mo account. Nakalimutan ko lang i-type. 1 to 5%, which means up to $5 you could risk your account. So, basically, you have to compute your stop loss. Ito isa sa mga tinuturo ko sa mastermind. Kailangan mo muna compute stop loss mo. So, halimbawa, stop loss mo 30 pips. Diba? With your $100 account, 0.01 na lot size, that's around $3, si 30 pips. Correct? So, which means pasok siya sa 1 to 5% na nire-risk mo sa account mo. So, ganun siya. So, keep risk very small. Just like sa life, huwag kang sugaro sa buhay. Diba? Hindi naman to gambling eh. And lastly, keep things simple. Every trade is a portrait of the trader who manage it. So, kung magulo yung trades mo, baka merong magulo rin sa buhay mo. Diba? Either siguro yung girlfriend mo magulo, boyfriend mo, mga friends mo sa Facebook, o mismo yung kagrupo mo. Anong gulo-gulo na kagrupo ko, diba? Buti nga in-absorb namin siya eh. Diba? Every trade is a portrait of the trader who manages it. What you are in small things, you are in big things. So, kung wala kang discipline sa trading, probably sa ibang areas ng buhay mo, wala kang discipline. How you do one thing is how you do everything. It is interrelated. Diba? You can escape from it. Do the hard thing. Whenever you're trading, don't listen to other people whenever you're about to click that button of buy or sell. Diba? Siguro nag-chat-chat ka, ano magbabay ka ba dito? Anong feeling mo? Mukhang akit siya eh. Diba? Tapos chat-chat mo isang ka-group. Ay, ibang group naman. Punta ka sa ibang group. Anong masasabi sa trade na to? Diba? Sabi ng leader namin, buy. Ba't sa kabila, sell? May friend ako dati, magaling eh. Te-text niya ako. Anong masasabi mo USD? Magbabay ako eh. Okay. Tapos isa namin palang friend na trader, te-text niya rin. Anong masasabi mo USD? Buy. Pareho kayo ni Yuri, buy din ako. Meron time, ginawa niya daw, nag-text siya sa akin, sabi ko sell, tapos sabi niya buy, hindi daw siya nag-trade. Bakit? Kasi naghihintay ako ng 1:2 risk to reward ratio. Kaya 1:1 binigay niya sa akin eh. So don't listen to other people. Why? Because you're cultivating your confidence in trading. If you're always listening to the leader or other groups or other people, hindi mo makukultivate yung confidence mo. Para kang bata na lagi kang umaasa sa parents mo. Nagigets mo? You won't be able to develop yourself to becoming a very successful trader. Okay? Next, never ever let your opinion get in the way of your rules. Even halimbawa, depressed ka, wala kang kinakain this day, diba? Hinaantok ka na. Sabi mo, parang nakakapagod mag-trade, ayoko na mag-trade. May makita kang magandang setup. Would you take it? Yes. Take mo pa rin. What if sinabi ni Pinoy, okay, wala mo na mag-trade ngayon. Maniniwala ba sa kanya? Hindi. Di ba? Bakit? May magandang setup eh. What if sinabi ni Pinoy, magbabay ako, nakita mo merong sell setup. Would you listen to him? No. Di ba? Because ikaw alam mo yung ginagawa mo. Next, follow your trading rules religiously, even if you lose, and don't get depressed about it. Okay? Ibig sabihin ng don't get depressed about it, it also means na hindi mo pinopost sa Facebook na kakainis naman trade ko, talo. Mandadamay ka pa ng ibang tao. Diba? Kapag natalo ka, marami ka na nakakatawang movie. Diba? O kaya kulitin mo yung barkada mo. Diba? Meron kang pusa katulad ko, diba? Kagatin mo rin siya. Natalo ka. Ganon. Diba? And also, kapag kapag natalo ka, part of not being depressed is of course, kalimutan mo na kagad, move on. Huwag mo na isipin yung next trade. We just have to take another trade na maganda. Okay? Kasi may habit yung mga tao eh. Alam nyo ba yung tipong, limbawa, meron akong perfect story dyan eh. Meron dalawang tao na naglalakad. Isang monk saka isang friend niya, naglalakad sila. Tapos, pagdating nila sa riverbank, they have to cross the river. They saw a geisha. Alam niyo ba yung geisha? Ano yung geisha? Geisha. Ano yung geisha? Geisha. Ano yung geisha? Ha? Oh, Japanese Japanese entertainer nung unang panahon, di ba? Nila Kenshin Nimura, ganyan. So, meron silang nakitang geisha sa river. Tapos, sabi nung friend nung monk, I'll help you cross the river, you could climb my back. So, yung monk kasi bawal na mag-touch ng girl, talk to girls. Basta bawal sila sa girls. So, hindi niya tinulungan yung geisha dahil nga, di ba, bawal daw sa kanila. So, yung friend niya na lang tumulong to cross the river. So, nakapag-cross ng river, binaba ng friend niya yung geisha. Then, naglakad na siya sa destination nila sa monastery. Then, pagdating doon, sabi nung monk, imagine mo, 3 days na sila naglakad, di ba? Papunta sa 3 days na lumipas para makapunta sa monastery. Sabi ng monk, bakit mo pala, tinulungan yung geisha? Yun eh. You know. Talagang ganun eh, you know. Sabi niya, ba't mo tinulungan yung geisha? Alam mo naman, di ba, yung mga ganong klaseng person, medyo iwas tayo doon. Alam mo sinagot ng friend niya? 3 days ko na siya na let go, bakit dala-dala mo pa rin siya? Ano moral lesson ng story? Madalas mga tao, when it comes to trading or sa life, hindi nila ma-let go yung mga bagay na nakakainis, o mga bagay na na-depress sila. Diba? 5 years na, hindi pa rin makamove on, te. Diba? Diyos ko naman, tinitignan pa rin yung Facebook page niya, yung wall niya, sumisulyap-sulyap ka pa din. Diba? Nakikibalita ka pa rin. Ganon din kasi yung tao. Ibig sabihin sa trading, kung ganon ka sa life, mag-ganon ka rin sa trading. Magre-reflect sa character mo yon. I mean, 3 days na natalo ka, hindi mo ma-let go. Hindi ka tuloy makapag-trade na maayos. Alam niyo ba yon? Kasi meron tayo tinatawag na term na recency bias, which means na mayroong tendency, psychologically, ang mga tao, na kung ano yung experience nila ng past, nire-relate nila sa present. Halimbawa, 5 times na ako na-promisa na papakasalan eh. Mahal daw ako, hindi na maniniwala susunod. Recency bias. Diba? 3 times na ako natalo, tuloy-tuloy. Baka itong next trade ko, baka matalo pa ako ulit. So, hindi na ako mag-trade. Tatanong na lang ako sa'yo. Gets nyo? So, yung mga tao, hindi na ito nagtuturo. They don't learn. Diba? They think they learn, but they don't. Diba? So, dapat wala kang recency bias na tinatawag. Alam niyo to? Ano siya? Pusa. Meron akong cat, isang Siamese, so isang Persian. Tapos na anak last month. So, 3 na kami doon makukulit. Usually daw, may research na ginawa ng mga pets ng mga traders. Number 1, dogs and cats. Susunod, fish. Meron akong dog, cat, saka fish. Lahat, no? Sino may cats dito? Taas ka kamay. Pwede pa tayo bigay-bigay ng cats, no? Interbreeding. So, there's a story sa Harvard kasi, basahin ko na lang. Mahaba kasi. Okay. Galing to sa libro ni Robert Kiyosaki at ni Donald Trump. page 64 of How We Decide. There's a very nice lesson in this story. Sabi dito, look, for example, at this elegant little experiment. A rat was put in a T-shaped maze with a few morsels of food placed on either the far right or left side of the enclosure. The placement of the food is randomly determined, but the dice is rigged. Over the long run, the food was placed on the left side 60% of the time. How did the rat respond? It quickly realized that the left side was more rewarding. As a result, it always went to the left, which resulted in a 60% success rate. The rat didn't strive for perfection. It didn't search for a unified theory of the T-shaped maze or try to decipher the disorder. Instead, it accepted the inherent uncertainty of the reward and learned to settle for the best possible alternative. The experiment was then repeated with Yale undergraduates. Unlike the rat, their swollen brains stubbornly searched for the elusive pattern that determined the placement of the reward. They made predictions and then tried to learn from their prediction errors. The problem was that there was nothing to predict. The randomness was real because the students refused to settle for a 60% success rate. They ended up with a 52% success rate. Although most of the students were convinced they were making progress towards identifying the underlying algorithm, they were actually being outsmarted by a rat. Nagigets nyo? How like humans? Whenever you're trading, napapansin ko lang na pag amateur traders, kala nila merong secret technique. Diba? Sumasagi ba sa mind niya yun? Siguro si Sir Yuri merong secret technique na ginagamit. Diba? Kasi ako puro talo eh. Siguro siya walang talo. Nagigets nyo? Minsan, sumasagi sa mind kasi amateur kayo. Kasi ganun mag-isip mga amateur. They don't wanna settle for sa nakikita nila. Diba? Remember, yung kung paano kayo mag-trade, kung paano yung tinuturo ko, ganun din kami mag-trade. Diba? Only meron lang kaming mga added tools na ginagamit. But ito yung pinaka-basic fundamental. If hindi mo magigets o hindi mo if you can't make money with the basics, even dagdagan mo sa katutak na indicators or ano pang pag-aralan mo sa internet, you will still won't make money. Sabi nga ni Henry C, di ba, pinakamahirap yung first million. At, ay, si Luciatan pala, sorry. Then after nun, tuloy-tuloy na. Luciatan ba yan, Henry C? Minsan parang pare-pareho lang yung story nila, di ba? Mahirap tapos yumaman. Di ba? So, ganun kasi madalas as amateurs, kala nyo kasi merong mga secret techniques para hindi ako matalo, but no. You just have to stick to something that works. Diba? Ganun din sa relationship eh. Diba? Although ikaw, gusto mo preferably siguro si Leonardo DiCaprio, diba? Or gusto mo siguro hindi mo siguro gusto si Piolo. Si Jericho, pwede. Ganyan. O kaya, sino may mga pogi ngayon? Si Edward Cullen, diba? Si Edward Cullen, ganyan. O kaya si Green Lantern. O kaya yung bida sa Limitless. Diba? Kaya alam niyo ba, based on study, yung mga tao daw, they settle for second choice nila sa relationship until the right one comes along. Kasi hindi dumarating eh. Diba? Pero anyway, ganun din sa trading. I mean, whenever na nag-trade kayo, it's part of the life of a trader na natatalo din. But if you stick to what you're doing, yung percentage mo, it will eventually increase because lalo na if you're taking trades na 15 points or 12 points up. Diba? May mga times talo ka, pero mas marami kang times na natalo. Have you tried it when you're testing, you're simulating with your group? May mga talo ka, diba? But still, napapansin mo, mas marami akong panalo. Kasi yung risk-reward ratio 1:3, 1:5, 1:6. So, don't be outsmarted by a rat. Okay? Only one who devotes himself to a cause with his whole strength and soul can be a true master. For this reason, mastery demands all of a person. As students, the only way ma-master mo yung pinag-aaralan mo is if you stick to it and master it every day, backtest, discuss with your group, and trade it all the time. Trade the DC. Si Jim Rogers, in-interview siya dati, sabi niya na mastery takes a lot of time. For example, if you want to be a ballerina or a world-class cyclist or a billionaire or a very good speaker or a top-class employee, it takes time. Sometimes di ka na mag-aasawa just to master a certain craft. Diba? Kasi nga, you're dedicating your entire life dun sa craft na yun. So, ganun din minsan when it comes to mastery, you pour your life into it. Diba? Hindi siya yung tipong pa 5 minutes per day ka lang tumitingin. Diba? If you really wanna become a true trader na skilled, you have to spend time. Hindi enough yung 1 hour per week. Diba? Hindi enough yung once a week lang pag nandito ka sa class or twice a week. Diba? You're not studying on your own. You have to put your time in it. Just like sa studies, nung college ka, diba? You always go to school every single day. Tapos babaksak ka rin sa finals. But still, you keep at it. Diba? Parang ako, 4 times ako nag-take ng algebra. College. Diba? Nalala ko tuloy, 4 times. Yung first kasi yung teacher ko makulit. Gusto manyansing, gusto nyo daw akong turuan. Babaksak ko na lang to. Diba? Yung second naman, sinisigawan ako, ako sinisigawan. Hindi na ako pumasok. Yung third naman, pinirosop ko sa sagot, nagalit, minaksa ako. Yung fourth, nakita ko ka-age ko na yung nagtuturo. Pwede ko yung barkada to, sabi ko, sir, inuman tayo minsan. Blah, blah, blah. So, naging close kami. So, eventually, pinasa niya ako. Di ba? If you try and try, you will succeed. Diba? Dinibuot ko buong buhay ko sa algebra, di ba? So, talagang pumasa. It took me 4 years, di ba? Para pumasa to, pero still, pumasa ako. Di ba? Eh, sa trading, di ba? Ilang months pa lang kayo. Then you're expecting to become a millionaire by 30 days. Di ba? Sa demo siguro. Pwede, todo mo yung lot, di ba? Pero hindi, it takes time. Di ba? Huwag kayo magmadali, di ba? Mag-enjoy lang kayo every time na nag-trade kayo. Huwag kayo magmadali. Isa sa mga sinasabi kong tips is, huwag mo itong gawing cash cow agad. Kasi excited ka, baka, mag-open ka live account, tapos iwanan mo yung work mo, or isarado mo yung business mo, mag-focus ka dito. It doesn't work that way. Kasi the moment na ginawa mo yun, magiging attached ka sobra. Kasi nakarely doon yung livelihood mo, di ba? And once na-attach ka doon, you get clouded by emotion. Hindi ka nakakapag-isip maayos. Alam niyo ba yun? Any strong emotion, yung mga tao hindi nakakapag-isip. Any strong emotion, mga tao hindi nakakapag-isip. Kasi, hindi ko alam bakit yung feelings kasi mas powerful kaysa thoughts. Di ba? Kahit na alam mong tama, pero dahil yung feelings mo, naiinis ka, nagagalit ka pa rin. Kahit alam mo mali na magalit, pero yung feelings mo, hindi mo makontrol, i-express mo yung galit mo. Correct? Then eventually, and then eventually, di ba, until, pag in-express mo yung galit mo, mawawala yung, yung motion mo. Mawawala yung control mo sa thoughts mo. And i-justify mo siya. Tao lang din ako Naligyan ng gano'n. Tao lang din naman ako, nagagalit din ako Loophole lagi ng mga tao Diba? Ginagamit nila loophole yun, forgiveness. Lalo na yung forgiveness, alam niyo ba yun? May video ko sa YouTube kung mapanood niyo siya. Sinasabi ko na, yung mga tao, they always use forgiveness as a loophole. Why? Monday, magagalit sila sa boss nila, sa friends nila, sa traffic. Then pagdating ng Sunday, may forgiveness naman They would rather extort that that principle than develop themselves to control themselves na hindi na magalit, hindi na ma-irritate. Di ba? Mawala yung motion. Gets nyo? Kaya, wag niyo itong gagawin na parang livelihood agad. Make sure na meron kang supporting na na income. Either sa work, or meron kang enough savings for you to last 6 months to a year, or meron kang business, di ba? Kasi pag ginawa mo siyang full-time agad, you will definitely lose 100%, ako nagsasabi. Di ba? Kasi, sabi ko sa inyo, amateur traders, based on statistics, sa buong mundo, lalo yung mga nagpo-focus sa trading, ginagawa nilang full-time agad, and then, in the first 3 months, wipe up lahat ng accounts nila. Because it takes time. Diba? It takes time to master something. Pero lang siguro ikaw si Mozart o Albert Einstein. Pero kung gano'n ka naman, wala ka na dito, diba? Probably nasa ibang bansa ka na, famous ka na. Okay, discuss naman natin when doing limit orders or pending orders. May nakapag-try na? Limit orders and pending orders? Madali lang naman, di ba? Mag-place ka lang, let's say, katulad dito, meron ka nakitang DC sa baba. Of course, that is where you're gonna place your buy limit. Because you're waiting for price to return in that area. Then stop loss mo, of course, the opposite side of the DC. And once na nag-hit yun, we don't use sell stop. Ilagay ko lang. Kasi minsan may mga nagtatanong ng sell stop, diba? We don't use sell stop. We just use limit orders. We don't use stop orders. So, katulad yan, once it hits price, your order executes. It goes up. And then, take profit mo yung next na DC. Correct? Then, of course, you win. TP hit. Limit orders. It's best to use limit orders if based from your analysis, you have the best setup available. That's why you have to grade it. Katulad ito, this is one of my trades sa isang platform. This is a USD CAD trade. Nakikita nyo to? This is a DC. File and breakout. It returned back here. And meron akong limit order waiting there. Then, take profit ko nandun. Of course, buy here. Take profit there. Okay? D1 chart to, D1. D1. So, I've waited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days for my order to be hit. Then, usually, mga 8 days din paakyat. Take profit. So, kung marami ang ginagawa, I could go to D1 or H4. Kasi masyado mabilis sa H1, di ba? Minsan nagugulat, gumagalaw na, papasok ba ako? Di ba? You don't do that. You just have to use limit orders. This is another example of a sell. That's a DC above. Stop loss at taas. We don't use stop orders. Na-hit yung sell mo. And of course, yung TV mo sa next DC. TP hit. Okay? Mas marami, why we don't use buy stops? Kasi mas maraming times na magre-reverse yung trades mo instead of bouncing off. Okay? So, if ayaw mo natatalo, do not use buy stop or stop orders. Mag-limit ka muna. Okay. Minsan kasi, there are times na may hit yung stop loss. Di ba may times na may hit yung stop loss mo? Okay lang na may hit, pumasok ka na lang uli. Okay, lalo na pag alam mo na it's a buy zone. Alam ko na, discuss ko na yun, di ba? Sa inyo dati. Ito si Bart Simpson. Mga mali na ginagawa ng traders. Not calculating the risk-reward ratio. One of the mistakes ginagawa ng traders. Trading what I don't expect. Trading what I expect. Blindly following other people or other systems without even thinking. Being too emotional about money. Over-leveraging. Diba? Tinotodo mo yung lot size. Or over-trading. Dahil natalo ka, nagre-revenge ka. Diba? Na-experience mo ba yung natalo ka? Gaganti nga ako. Hanap pa ako. Diba? You don't do that. Random trading decisions. Yung tipong Feeling ko akit siya. Click ko nga, ay, ba't natatalo? Teka lang. Wala, hindi ako napanagay stop loss. Diba? Don't do that. Or gambling approach. Diba? Sabi mo, Forex kasi parang sugal yan eh. Pag sugal, diba? Pag sugal ka na lang. Kaaral ka ba dito? It's not gambling because we use a very systematic way of trading the market. The moment na hindi mo ginagamit yung system mo, hindi mo ginagamit yung checklist, that is how it becomes gambling. No discipline. And lastly, ito maraming nagkakamali ito. No records keeping. May nagre-record ba dito ng trades? Very good. Kung nagre-record kayo, based sa study, out of 100 traders, mostly mga 100 doon nagre-record. And doon sa 10 nagre-record, siya may nagiging successful. Okay? So, kung 100 kayo dito, diba? 10 lang siguro. Kung 200 kayo, 200 kayo. 10 lang dito na gano. Merong journal, may record. Yung iba wala. Sa study na yun. Expecting to become rich soon. Diba? Kakapanood mo kasi na MTV Cribs. Yan. Nagmamadali kayo maman. Diba? You don't really need money to become happy. Diba? Kailangan mo na money to buy all the things that you want. But to be happy, not. Diba? Believing every millionaire on the internet. Next, always calculating pips, not percentages. Trying to catch falling knives or chainsaws. Alam mo yun, yung tipong biglang umakit, nagbabay ka, o biglang bumaba, you're pressing the sell button. You don't do that. Diba? It's like catching knives and chainsaws. Always trying to pick tops and bottoms. Diba? Minsan wala ka naman trade zone pero bigla kang pinipindot. Pero ito na, bottom siya or tops. Or lastly, trying to outsmart the market. Remember, you can't outsmart the market because you don't own the market. Diba? The market owns you. It's like love. Love has you, don't have love. You don't search for love, diba? Love finds you. Naka naman. Gumaganon. Marami pa kayo natutunan? Mastery is a continuous process, a path instead of a destination. Diba? Making a lot of money in currency trading is the same. It is a process. It is not a destination. So, napanood niyo na ba yung movie na yan? Diba? Ganon. So, you don't fight for rice. Diba? Naalala niyo ba yun? Di ba yung rice, may scene na, no? Nakipaglaban siya para sa rice. So, mastery is a continuous process. So, you don't have to, kaya magmadali, mastery nyo lang dahan-dahan yung mga lessons, and eventually, you will get there. Di ba? A year from now, probably you're already very successful, lalo na pag nag-stick ka dito. Kasi trading cannot be taught, it can only be learned. Kahit na maghapon ako magsalita dito, if you won't experience it on your own, just like biking. Lima, may presentation ako, biking seminar, 3 months. Kahit na magsalita ako everyday about biking or about swimming, unless you try the bike or go to the ocean or swimming pool, you won't learn, correct? Just like trading. Even if you talk here, di ba? Unless you experience it on your own, you will never become successful. Ay, tapos na. I may few minutes pa tayo. 10:48 pa lang. Para tayo nasa school, no? Tingin-tingin yung touch. Uy, tatapos si teacher. Uwi na ako. Tingin muna tayo sa charts. Ano ba nangyari last week? Okay, kung nakapag-trade ka last week, analyze natin. So last week is, ano ba yan? Monday. Monday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So ito yung last week. Okay? Nagigets nyo? Okay, marker lang ito ng last week. So ito yung last week. So what happened last week? If you're trading USD, this is what happened last week. So that happened last week, diba? Tama, nasa Cebu ko noon. So, here, as you could see last week, this is a nice setup here. Umaga pa lang, meron ka na dito. This is a DC. May maliit dun, di ba? Area na to. Yan, I just have to zoom in. Yan, nag-zoom in na. So, this happened last week. Breakout dito, strong breakout. And then, virgin bounce. 2 points, 3 points. Time spent, 3 points. Arrival, 3 points. Risk to reward, 3 points. Take the trade. See? So, from here, stop loss mo 9 pips. Take profit, 65 pips. Not bad. Diba? For 1 day's work. And then, if you properly plotted your DC, you know na may DC dito sa area, and also here, wag niyo pala tatanggalin yung mga DC niyo, ha? Kasi you'll be able to use it din sa future. So, wala na yan. So, katulad yan, pwede ka mag-buy dito. Diba? Buy cut here, and TP mo this area. Papansinin mo, DC, weak, 1 point. Arrival, 3 points. Time within the ZC, 3 points. Risk to reward, 3 points. Retracement, 3 points. Take the trade. Correct? Take the trade. Diba? And of course, pagdating dito, you're able again to take another trade kaso natalo ka. Stop loss mo na hit. That's alright. So, kung trade mo to last week, you've made 63 pips plus 60, 100, 120 pips. Sarado na natin. Then, natalo ka ng 8 pips. So, meron ka 112 pips available in this pose. And then, the next day, there's a DC here. Correct? Hindi, ito pala. Yung kinagabihan. Buy ka here. Then, take profit mo here. Correct? Or doon. Diba, tinake mo yung pinakamataas. So, it took this trade. Arrival, 3 points. Retracement, 3 points. Risk to reward, 3 points. Take the trade. Nakalimutan yung ibang points. Basta pwede na yun. Meron ka another 82 pips. So, natalo ka last week ng 8 pips, then you gain another 82. You already have, what? 300 plus pips, correct? Ay, 200 plus. And then, pagdating dito sa area na to, anong ginawa mo? Nag-sell ka again. Nung nag-sell ka, take profit ka dito probably sa area na to, just to be conservative. Correct? Another 76 pips. And then, ano na, tapos na Friday, ay Thursday. Thursday na. Diba? Baka nagpahinga ka na nun. Diba? So, more or less, last week, kung nakapag-trade ka, you've made 200 plus pips. Not bad, di ba? If you're trading $1 per pip, meron kang ano? $270. Di ba? For 1 week, kung ginagawa. Tapos next week, meron ulit dito. See? Are you guys learning?
Yes.
So, I hope gumaganda na yung mga trades nyo as our lesson unfolds dahil marami kayong natututunan. Our next classes will be focused more on money management and psychology. Dahil ito na talaga lahat. Diba? And also, if medyo naiinip ka sa H1, you could go to lower time frames like M5 or M15. And you could, of course, wait for ito, napaka-basic. See? Talo ka nga lang dito. Pero still yan, another trade. Another trade here. This is a DC. DC. Kung this day nag-trade ka sa M15, ito yung mga possible trade scenarios mo. So, kaninang umaga, you have an opportunity around, siguro to, 3 p.m. Once it hits this one, sell, TP ka doon, correct? And buy ka naman, then TP ka doon. See? If medyo nainip ka sa H1, you could always go to lower time frames. Ito yung itsura sa lower time frame, di ba? Ay, higher pala yan. So, you could go M15 or M5. Same principle applies. Of course, you will look for a violent breakout, virgin bounce. Same pa rin. Hi guys, learning? So, katulad nito, that's a DC. See, price reacted here. Sell ka. Kaso lang, konti ng pips kasi pag M5 eh. 13 pips. Konti. Eh, alam ko naman, mahilig kayo sa madami ang pips. Wow, dami pips. Buti ka pa. Okay, natok na ako. 11 na. Yung pusa ko, gutom na. Bakit na yun na isda? So anyway, marami ba yung tutunan tonight? Yes! So, bigyan niyo ako ng mga, ay, Baguio pala bukas, di ko ma-upload to. Kung may kakilala pa kayo sa Baguio, naghanap kami ng bahay, ay patuloyan kami. Hindi, kung may kakilala kayo sa Baguio, YMCA Baguio, we have a seminar, yung preview lang, diba? What time? 7 p.m. Pero alis kami dito 12. Alis tayo bukas 12, no? Para sa Baguio. So, ready namin yung namin, mga point namin bukas. Dahil masyadong malapit yung travel namin. So, anyway, I hope marami kayo natutunan. Thank you very much for staying this late. Sana po ang Pilipinas umasenso lalo dahil sa bagong eleksyon. Good night and God bless you all.